Hello, this is Evan Rogers coming at you with another EvansEasyJapanese.com. Excitement! If you're catching these just through YouTube, through a little Google search or whatever, saying, hey, I want to learn Japanese, and you catch this video, check out my website, EvansEasyJapanese.com. It'll blast you with lesson plans and things like that you can start learning Japanese your own. And we are on lesson 8 of the basics. We're on the basics right now, lesson 8. And we're going places. Moving on up. And the three big particles, ni, e, even though it's a he, it's pronounced e, and de. Ni, e, and de. Da-di-do-de-do. Alright, we have some new vocabulary. Another vocabulary intensive lesson. I hope you can handle all this. You gotta learn vocabulary to speak the language. Alright, starting off with uchi. Uchi. This I have translated as your home. However, that's not entirely accurate. It actually means your group. For example, uchi can refer to, yes, your home. It can refer to yourself. It can refer to your own family. Or it could even refer to your own company if you work for a company and you're representing that company. It means your group. However, it frequently means your home. Frequently, very frequently, it means your home. Alright, next we have a suffix. It's shi. And it just basically means city. So, for example, Korombasu-shi, like I live in Columbus, Korombasu-shi, Cincinnati-shi, Chicago-shi, things like that. Those are all shis. Some of them might be toes and other things, but in general, a city can be with the simple shi at the end of it. Alright, machi, a town, basically a smaller city. Here we have a word for you wizards out there, toshokan, toshokan, library. It's the building a library, not like you're building a library for your own use. This is like the building, the toshokan, toshokan. And here we have kawa. Kawa is a river. A good place to meet bears and, I don't know, maybe some goblins or something. A mizuumi, 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 a lake. Ashita, tomorrow. Kyo, today. Kino, yesterday. Kyo, kino, ashita. Kyo, kino, ashita. Today, yesterday, tomorrow. Raishu, konshu, senshu. Next week, this week, last week. Konshu, senshu, raishu. Konshu, senshu, raishu. You're going to see these rai, kon, and sen. It's a small pattern also with months. However, we're not there yet. Don't worry about it. Next verb, ikimasu. Ikimasu, to go somewhere. Kimasu, to come somewhere. Kimasu. Kaerimasu. This is when you return to your home. Kaerimasu. This is specifically returning home. Modorimasu is when you return to another location. For example, I don't know, you're at let's say you're a wizard and your home is the wizard school, but you went out to a cave and then from the cave you found a treasure chest or a treasure map or something that told you to go somewhere else, and you returned back to the cave where your party was. You modorimasu to the cave and then you kaerimasu back to the wizard school. Modorimasu and kaerimasu both mean return, just in general to your home. In general to your home. De. We are introducing the particle de. This is where a place of action takes place. If it's action, it's de. The location it's happening is de. Try not to confuse this with ni. Try not to confuse this with ni. E. E. Yes, it is the katakana, the hiragana for he. However, it's pronounced e. Just e. When it's a particle, it's e. When it's in a word, it's he. This means towards a location. Towards a location. You're going towards the river. Mizumi e ikimasu. You're going towards the library. Toshokan e ikimasu. It's slightly different than ni. Once again, both of these are similar to ni, so I'm trying to clarify that today. E is towards, and ni is to, a point. To, at, ni. It means to a point. is towards. Alright, let's go over some grammar. This is vocabulary so far. Let's hit some grammar. Woo! Excitement! Erasing is so exciting. Alright. When we're talking about going places or coming to a location, we'll go with ikimasu for now because it's going. Ikimasu, to go somewhere. Let's analyze what different particles will do to this. Ikimasu. And we'll look at what e and ni would mean. We're going to analyze the difference between these two. Let's use a new vocabulary word, one that isn't Mizumi or Kawa, or let's do Kawa actually. Kawa. What does that mean? River! Yay! It's blue, so it's easy to remember. Kawa, river, yay! Alright, Kawa is river. If you say Kawa e ikimasu, you're saying go towards the river. You're going towards the river. Kawa e ikimasu. Go to the river. I will go to the river. Kawa ni ikimasu. Kawa ni ikimasu. A little bit more specifically, to the river. Not towards the river, but to the river. You're going towards the river, you're going to the river. You're going at the river. Ni is loosely translated as at. You're going at the river, you're going to the river. You're going to be at the river. Kawa ni ikimasu, kawa e ikimasu. You're going towards the river, you're going to the river. Word. Alright, let's change the verb there and change that guy. Let's change this to a de. And oh, what's a new verb that we learned? Oh, these are all going verbs. So let's use a different verb that we learned in a previous lesson. Let's use like kill or something. Koroshimasu. That's a fun verb. Koroshimashita. Let's make it past tense just to get your brain going. Remember, ends in shita, mashita, past tense. Something did happen. Alright, let's link these guys up. Kawa ni koroshimashita doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. No, kawa ni koroshimashita. No. Okay? No. Kawa de koroshimashita. I killed something at the river. Okay? The place of action, which is killing, happened at the river. Down by the river. Kawa de koroshimashita. I killed at the river. Okay? Kawa ni koroshimashita you cannot say. Alright, let's change that verb to something like imasu. You know, you're at the river. So let's throw this little ni back up here. Woo. I'm just dropping markers all over the place. Alright, since black is on the floor, I'll use this guy. Kawa de imasu technically does mean something, but it's not what you think it means. If you're trying to say you are at the river, it exists at the river, this isn't what you're trying to say. Technically, and I mean technically, it means it is a river, but it really doesn't work. So, no, you can't use de for what you're trying to say here. Let's use kawa ni imasu. That's what you're trying to say right there. It's at the river. It is at the river. It will be at the river. It is usually at the river. Kawa ni imasu. It is at the river. Is imasu an action? Well, you know, yeah, it is an action because it is a verb. But think about it. Are you existing right now? I need to exist. Exist? No, that's not really an action. You're just kind of do it. Hey, existing. I'm doing it right now. I hope. Otherwise we got problems, right? Killing something, that's definitely an action. You need de. You need de for action. De for action. Look at how exciting it is. De action. Whoa, there's exclamation points and ninjas. Alright, here's a ninja because it's exciting and amazing. Whoa. There's his sword. Alright, that's supposedly a ninja. I don't know what I'm doing. De, action. If it's a thing that's fun and action-packed, like eating, whoa, eating! You know, it's an action. You actually have to spend your willpower doing something. Reading a book, action. Writing a book, action. Casting a spell, action. Destroying the village full of poor peasants because you rolled an evil sorcerer. Yeah, that's an action. Destroying things is an action. Ni, regarding verbs, is where something that just kind of happened. You know, like, oh yeah, I exist at the river. I live at the river. Those are your verbs that use ni. Alrighty then. We hit up ni versus ni versus de, action verbs versus non-action verbs, and kaerimasu versus modorimasu. Feeling pretty good so far. Let's go through a few examples on the bottom of Lesson 8. Examples. Alright, we got kawa ni ikimashita. I went to the river. Kawa e ikimashita. I went towards the river. Basically the same meaning, slightly different. Ashita mizuumi ni ikimasu ka? Will you go to the lake tomorrow? This isn't an invitation, this is just simply asking if somebody is going to go to the lake tomorrow. Kino uchi ni kaerimashita. I returned home yesterday. No, that's important right there. Notice where the time of action happened, or where we put the time of the sentence. It kind of goes in the beginning. Time, subject, object, verb. Also, in this general area, we can say locations and things like that. Times generally come first, don't have to. Next one. Senshu mise de ken o kaimashita. Last week, I bought a sword at a store. The action of purchasing a sword happened at the store. If you switch mise and ken, senshu ken de mise o kaimashita. Yesterday at the sword I bought a shop. Is that what it was? Yeah. Crazy sentence doesn't make any sense. Alright, I want to point out mimas. Mimas is an action verb, even though you're doing it all the time. To focus your eyes on something, that it takes action. So when you're looking at something, it uses de. Hayashi de kuma o mimashita. At the woods, I totally saw myself a bear. Alright, I think we got it covered. Check out the examples, check out the lessons here at Evan's Easy Japanese. See you guys.